Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for August 25th, 2020 from 1 Kings chapter 9. God blesses his people. Verse 1, as soon as Solomon had finished building the house of the Lord, and the king's house, and all that Solomon desired to build, the Lord appeared to Solomon a second time, as he had appeared to him at Gibeon. And the Lord said to him, I have heard your prayer and your plea, which you have made before me. I have consecrated this house that you have built, by putting my name there forever. My eyes and my heart will be there for all the time. God here is not going to take away his blessing and grace. He gives it, and he gives it freely, and it will be there forever. However, verse 4, and as for you, if you will walk before me as David your father walked, with integrity of heart and uprightness, doing according to all that I have commanded you, and keeping my statutes and my rules, then I will establish your royal throne over Israel forever, as I promised David your father, saying, you shall not lack a man on the throne of Israel. God even reaffirms the promise he made to Solomon's father, King David. And the same thing goes to Solomon, which is the lesson to be learned here: teach your children about God. It is more important that they believe and trust in God than it is to succeed and have tons of wealth, because God will continue to bless for all of eternity. But you have to be attached to God. That's the key. It will be well for you if you do. Verse 6, but if you turn aside from following me, you and your children, and do not keep my commandments and my statutes that I have set before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them, then I will cut off Israel from the land that I have given them, and the house that I have consecrated for my name I will cast out of my sight, and Israel will become a proverb and a byword among all peoples. Remember, the land is also part of the promise of God. Many people struggle with this even in today's world, but notice what God had to say. If you serve other gods, you will be cut off from the land. Verse 8, and this house will become a heap of ruins. Everyone passing by will be astonished and will hiss and they will say, why has the Lord done thus to this land and to this house? And then they will say, because they abandoned the Lord their God, who brought their fathers out of the land of Egypt, and laid hold on other gods, and worshiped them and served them. Therefore the Lord has brought all this disaster on them. Notice that the beauty and the expense of the temple would not be a guarantee that it would stand forever. God clearly notes that faith is required. Remember, God created everything we have, so God is not impressed with gold and silver and other types of riches. What is God looking for? He's looking for you and me and the rest of the people to believe and trust in him. So when the people of Israel rebel, for they will, God will destroy this beautiful, wonderful temple. Faith and trust in God is the key to the promise and blessings of God. You are blessed when you believe and trust in the promises of God. So at this moment in time, as we're reading through the scriptures, Solomon and the people are still blessed by God, for they at this moment are still faithful. Join me again tomorrow as we hear about the Queen of Sheba. God's peace and many blessings be with you. Thank you for watching, and please take an opportunity to share this video with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for watching.